Just like a pallet, we laying shit down. My main bitch and then I shocked the whole town.
I shocked the whole town. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Reaction video time. We about to do it to Ryan, bro. Ryan is suspended for a year, I think. I've heard he was suspended for a year and they fined him $1.1 million. He don't care about the money. But a year out is just like, and he said he really don't even care about the sport because he got so much money. But he low-key still do care about the sport. I'm feeling. We're going to see what Ryan got to say. Breaking. Ryan Garcia legal team have made settlement agreement with NYSAC. He has agreed to the following: suspension of at least 1 year, forfeiture of his $1.1 million official contract purse goes to GB. Haney may get percentage. $10,000 fine, state max. Fight officially a no contest. What? Ryan Garcia has been suspended 1 year by the New York State Athletic Commission. Sources tell ESPN while his decision victory over Devin has been overturned at a no contest following positive tests for the PED strain. Garcia also forfeited $1 million to Golden Boy and was fined $10,000 by the commission. Nothing that was in my system was enough for any. This is why I'm done with the game. I never fucking cheated. F you. I don't give a fuck. I'm hitting the switch again. What that mean? He got a gun? It's different. Take my victory away. Add that onto the list of the shit I'm already going through. I'm ready for business. Get ready. Already ain't give a fuck. Run when you see me. I lied the first Thank you to the commission for doing the right thing and making the right decision. I don't understand how Golden Boys getting any money has took any punches. They haven't even spoke out about this PED situation. Fuck the money, bro. You got your ass handed to you, bro, and beat up, bro. I'll be ready to catch one with that nigga again, bro. Like ready to get on some shit, bro. Fuck the money, bro. I got my ass beat the fuck up, and I might come back and imagine if you come back, fight somebody that's not Ryan and then lose. You already lost against Lomachenko. You won 2-3 fights after that on some just random guys. One decent good guy. I forgot bro name with the hair, the braids and shit. He was decent, but it wasn't enough, bro. It was low key too little or some shit, bro, because shit don't make no sense. To care about the money. Type shit. Boxing is dead though. I ain't gonna cap because Deontay Wilder started getting beat up. That's why I'm like, if Tank lost against Frank Martin, like the moment Tank lose boxing is over with. Like Terrence Crawford already at the verge of like the end of his career. He might fight a couple more big fights, a Canelo and somebody else, but besides that, it's not gonna be no exciting fights. Excuse me. But I don't know what to say, bro. I really don't. We got
News last night broke. Ryan Garcia, a plethora of things. He's suspended for a year. He's asked to forfeit $1 million plus of his purse. The fight is now a no contest. What do you make of it all?
Yeah, I mean, I think the million's going to Golden Boy, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. I mean, I've had loads of fighters test positive. I've never got a penny. So, look, I think the first things first is good in terms of the speed that the New York State Athletic Commission have dealt with it. I think when you go in, and again, this is only my opinion, when you kind of accept guilt behind closed doors to do a deal, things can get wrapped up a lot quicker. I mean, I look at sometimes maybe, when a fighter refuses to accept any guilt because they're so adamant of their innocence, like Conor Benn, you can't go in and do a deal. Because if I went to Conor Benn and said, listen, mate, let's just go in there and hold your hands up, you go, fuck that, I ain't doing that. And it's taken longer. So we're 2 years into that one. Do you know what I mean? So I think they've dealt with it well. I think it's a smart thing to do because I don't think they wanted to really battle the case or prove their innocence, really. So it's a year. It's really not that long a time. My worry more is what happens during that year to Ryan Garcia. No contest, 100% the right decisions. That's great for Devin. But Devin still has to put up with the ghosts of that night and going through that beating against the man that had performance-enhancing drugs in his system. So we don't really get to the bottom of it in terms of how deep this really was, in terms of intentional, unintentional. But I guess that's what they wanted, Ryan Garcia's team. They've dealt with it, and now he can move on.
Like you mentioned, it doesn't undo the damage that Devin Haney took in that fight. Do you think Devin Haney will be the same after that fight?
You never know till they step in the ring again. I mean, the good news for Devin is he's young, he lives the life, and but you never know how much that fight affected you till you get in the ring next time. If I'm Devin Haney and I took that beating against the guy that had performance-enhancing drugs in his system, I'll be absolutely furious. I mean, you would consider legal action. Like, he could have been badly injured in that fight, More importantly, Devin's also looking now going, how do I not get the money? Do you know what I mean? We had a fight where we both got paid. You battered me. You had performance-enhancing drugs in your system, and your promoter gets given the money. Where's mine? Do you know what I mean? He's dead right, Look, the whole thing's a complete fucking mess from top to bottom. Right. But hopefully now they can get on with it.
I've been talking about that in terms of before this happened, the hearing happened. I remember speaking to you and you were talking about how Devin was so mad about he wouldn't give him a rematch. Now on Twitter, if you saw the video of him dancing and celebrating, and now he's welcoming the rematch after a year.
I think he's also looking at the landscape. Obviously you had the Sandor Martin bid. You've got a potential fight in Australia with Liam Parra, and he's looking at all these fights and the money going, fuck, like, I think you can lose faith with the business and the sport because it's so frustrating, this game. I just hope that Devin doesn't lose that search for greatness and just becomes a prize fighter for money. You know, like when he tweeted yesterday saying, fuck weight classes, I'm just going to take the biggest fight out there. And that, what that means is that comes from a frustrated individual that's lost faith with the sport and the business, that goes, I don't care about belt, just give me my money and I'm fucking off. And I don't blame him, by the way, because it is a frustrating game. But Devin has always been about greatness. He's always been about unifying, becoming undisputed. I know he says, I've done all that, but he should be chasing the belts at 140, then moving to 147. Not like, I don't care about the belts, just give me my money, but also look at what he's been through with that fight and everything. So he's probably thinking, fuck this sport, you know, and you can fall out of love with it, but you've got to keep the passion.
If you were advising him after seeing the purse bids, the quite low purse bids comparatively to his previous purses, would you tell him to like strip, you know, vacate the belt, or would you say, you know, continue with this, keep the belt?
If I was advising him, I would have told him to come and see me, done a long-term deal, make me bid a load of money for the Sandor Martin fight, take that fight in the Bay, win that fight in the Bay, unify against Liam Paro, try and unify against someone else, and then move to 147, become a 3-division unified champion up there, maybe fight Boots, but you know, you got people, it's not Devin's fault. There's a lot of people around him that don't really know what they're doing in terms of deep experience in the sport. There's some good people around him as well who do know what they're doing, but like, he's frustrated about me not bidding. Like, if they would have asked me on the morning of the bid if I was bidding, I would have told them. They're supposed to call me back, they never called me back. I'm chasing around doing this show, that show, Boots, Bam Estrada, the big Wembley show, Saudi Arabia. I can't be dealing with people I don't even have a contract with, spending my time and effort and money on someone that's not aligned with me. So, but the fact that they didn't know if I was bidding or didn't bid themselves is schoolboy error. Do you know what I mean? So now it's kind of like it's limited his options. But even at $1.5 million, which I know he hates, I don't hate the Sandor Martin fight. I think it's actually a good fight for him to come back to, but we shall see.
It's kind of a similar situation in terms of a very, like, not as commercially viable opponent in terms of Canelo and his purse bid situation. Do you think, there's rumours around...
Same thing with Skull, yeah? See, Canelo's not with me, but I will bid on an individual basis based on the commercial value of a fight. I wouldn't bid for Canelo v Skull. As big as Canelo is, I just wouldn't bid on that fight. And it's not Devin. With all due respect to Sandor, he's a good fighter, but it's just the value of that fight doesn't exist. And when you don't have an obligation to bid, like if he was under contract to us, I probably would have paid him $2.5 million for that fight. $3 million. But he's not, so thank God for that.
Final one from me about Benavidez. He fought on the weekend against
Oh my God, he let niggas know, tap in.
Gvozdyk at 175, making his debut. Did you see the performance? What did you make of Benavidez's performance?
All right. You know, I like Benavidez. I think he's a good fighter. How good? You know, Gvozdyk is decent. You know, he's strong, old. I don't think Benavidez is a 175 fighter. I don't think he beats Beterbiev. I don't think he beats Bivol. But I think he's very hard to beat at 168. I think that's where a lot of his advantages come.
So you would advise him go back to 168?
If he can make it safely, yeah. All right, no worries.
Thank you.
Well, that dude sound like he know what he talking about. I'm going to start some boxing and stuff very soon. I think I'm going to do that boxing thing. If y'all watch this to the end, boxing. This weekend. Sunday or tomorrow, Saturday. Or, like, regardless, I got to get some content, bro. This shit whack, bro. On my soul, bro. Like, comment, share, bro. On the share. The fuck?